when we look at where the yield curve is at the very beginning of the last 4 recessions, it's kind of a little bit different every time. For example, in 1989 and 2020, the recession started when the yield curve was at 0.1%. In 2001, the recession started when the yield curve was at 0.5%. And in 2007, the recession only began when the yield curve was at 1%. So this right here is the hot zone where recessions typically begin. Today, the yield curve is in the hot zone for sure, but we can't completely invalidate the yield curve as a recession indicator. Because if you had set that in July of 2007, when the yield curve was at exactly the same spot as it is today, you would have been painfully wrong, because the recession didn't begin until the yield curve had steepened all the way up to 1%. If we assume that the same thing is going to happen again this time around, the yield curve could continue to steepen until January of 2025 before the recession actually starts.